Hello and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where today I'm here at Chessington World of Adventures Resort with Andrew Porter. Hello. Out the front of Toon Blaster. Now, Andy, some work has been done on Toon Blaster for this year. It's something that I've really been looking forward to because you know my thoughts on it. I've thought it for a while now. It's needed a little bit of a spruce up, some work to be done to it. So I'm really excited to head in there and see what it's going to be like. Just tell us a little bit about what you've done with Toon Blaster for 2020.
Yeah, so it's been a great, exciting project to do, and it was one of the things we've been wanting to do for a long time, is bring a ghost train back to Chessington World Adventures. Theme parks are all about inspiring people, having a little bit of scare, pushing yourself to new limits. And at Chessington, with your family, you can come and do that. And it's a bit of a spooky story, actually, because we went into the archives of this ride when we were building it, and there was a hidden chamber in there. And we thought, oh, what's in there? Open the door, and this spirit just came out of this coffin and flew off into the tomb. So it's a bit haunted.
I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I was aware that the ride was having a refresh for this year. I wasn't too sure on exactly how much to expect, but with this ride, it already had some great set pieces and a really nice sort of feel throughout it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's sort of being implemented with all the new bits in there and new audio in there as well. And we'll be speaking with Nick Hutson as well in a moment, who's actually produced a brand new soundtrack for the ride as well. We can actually hear a little bit of it in the background now, out here at the front of the ride's entrance. But shall we head in? Let's go and have a look, and we'll catch up with Nick as well, who I believe is already in there for us waiting. Right then, so we've made our way down the queue line already. I can smell something. We've got some smell pods to hear.
Yeah, I love my smell pods.
Yeah, let's make our way in and start to sort of feel the experience of the queue line and how it's changed. Come with us this way. Mr. Hutson. Oh, here he is. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Here he is.
I've been stuck in this tube for days.
So this is Nick Hutson, who actually makes theme park audio, but not just theme parks. You do a lot of other attractions, and you've got a big portfolio of projects now, haven't you, Nick? Of course, a big passion for theme parks, so I imagine it's been really nice for you to work on a classic attraction and reinvent the soundtrack for this one.
Not this ride, but this building is responsible for getting me into theme parks. When it was the Fifth Dimension and Terror Tomb, so when Andy said we want to put the terror back into I thought, yes, excellent, let's do it. It's really dark in there. It's wonderful. It's more Hollywood style music in its telling. It flows as you go through the story. You know, we've got kind of subtle conversations going on in these alcoves about what's happened with the priest. You see the new theme on the wall and stuff like that. So it's a real dream come true to do this ride.
I really like the ambience in here already. Like, of course, you've always had the great theming in here with like the boxes, all the carpets around, like this marketplace atmosphere. But now you've got the soundtrack and the subtle talking in the corner.
It sounds like night time as well, because we added crickets to it, because the ride starts at night, because you're outside when you go into the tube. So I thought, let's make it a bit darker, subtle whispers. And it gets really dark in the station.
I'm feeling the ambience. Yeah. I think we'll make our way around towards the station and let's prepare to ride. Really looking forward to it. I don't know what to expect. Really excited. Right then, so we've made our way into the station area for Toon Blaster. It's a nice ambience in here. It's a lot more spooky, isn't it, than previously? I'm liking it.
Yeah, part of the thing with Toon Blaster over the years, of all the refurbs it's had, is they've taken stuff out, they've put stuff in, and really all the ride needed was a narrative putting back in. You know, the storyline, the audio, and the lighting, because the theming in the ride is beautiful. It just needed to be done properly in a way to really show that story as you go through. And I'm not going to ruin it for you guys, but the story that we've worked on and that we've written and we've made it go through really highlights what a narrative can do for any attraction out there that needs a little bit of a refurb.
Yeah, I'm really liking the sound of it. It's just the fact that you've got the different levels now, and the audio does play a big part of it, especially with the marketplace down there. Things are a bit mysterious, and then you come into the station, and there's much darker audio in here. It really makes you think what's going to happen on this ride. And like you were saying outside, a more sort of ghost train sort of feel. It's got that edge again now, instead of it all being fun and all happy. So I'm really looking forward to getting on the ride. So Nick, in terms of soundtracks, I mean, how many different soundtracks are we going to hear inside the ride, and how's it all been put together?
I think there's about 28 different pieces of music that we compose, some of which we've chopped up and changed and blended with our ambience tracks. We have speakers playing some vocals, and we have speakers playing the music, and it's all synced up in time with the lighting. We have it's interesting you mentioned how it suddenly feels dark in here. That was purely intentional. There's a queue line track playing above the kind of the bridge queue that you walk over, which is very upbeat and markety, and it's very souky. And then when you get into the indoor souk bit, it does turn a bit darker. Until you get in here, then it's really quite dark. And wait till you hear the dispatch audio, because that will give you a jump.
Okay, I'm liking the sound of that. I wasn't expecting any dispatch audio, so I'm looking forward to hearing it.
But that was you wanted a massive event, didn't you, in the station?
Yeah, every time you design a theme park attraction, you write it like a movie. There's always a beginning, middle, and end. And obviously, for my horror background, writing narratives and story, and even when you do with the Gruffalo, people enter the queue line, and that is the beginning of their adventure. And they put themselves in their adventure. You don't start an adventure in the terror. You start it with all happy music, bouncing along, going on an adventure. And then it gets darker, and it gets darker and darker. So it gets so dark that you don't think you can come into the light. And then you win, and you're winning, and everything's great again before we kind of get you again with one final scare. It's a heartbeat. Every single attraction that you design should have a linear heartbeat goes to it. And we've definitely put the heartbeat back into it with Nick's help, with Brad's help, with me working with Chessington. And we've got to do a big shout out to Chessington here for having the faith in us to give us this ride, to actually do this to it, because it's a big ask for anyone to believe, well, we should go and do this, and we should put this audio in, we should make it like a Hollywood attraction. And we're excited, aren't we? We're excited for people to come and see this and go, wow, this is Chessington's got its ghost train back.
It's great to hear, and it's really nice to hear how passionate you both are about this project, and the fact that all the ride has been completely transformed, and we're about to find out what it's like. I've not been on it yet. I'm looking forward to experiencing it. As you probably noticed, they're just doing all the pre-start checks to get it ready for the operational day. Once it's all ready and safe to ride, we'll be heading on there to experience Tomb Blaster. Really looking forward to it. Here we go. So you've just seen on-ride footage there, a full POV of the reimagined Tomb Blaster. And what can I say, these guys have done an absolutely fantastic job with the overall feel of that ride. So in terms of the set design in there, it's not really changed. It's more been about sort of the audio and the overall experience of it. When you go into the scenes now, you don't see everything straight away, do you? It's a lot more mysterious. You turn the corner and it's dark and you think, what's going to happen here? And then the lights start to come on, the audio kicks in, and I think you've done a fantastic job. I mean, you've really sold yourselves with this one. The audio is beautiful, I love it.
It's telling a story, and that's what audio lighting can do, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah, it's about narrative, and it's about writing theme park storylines that you're putting people into a movie. They're going on an adventure and they're exploring new worlds. And it's what got me into this industry when I was 14 years old when I first went on Nemesis. It's the atmosphere. It's going home to your parents and telling of the amazing adventures that you've done. And with a rewrite like Tomb Blaster, it was all there already. It just needed a new narrative and script thinking about for it, which we've done, and hopefully people can fall in love with it again, just how John Wardley did when he originally built it.
Definitely, I think it's brilliant, and for me, my favourite scene in there now is turning that corner and you've got the searchlight that's panning over. I wasn't expecting that, I really liked it, and that was the biggest change for me, because normally you come around that corner, of course the track goes round to the right hand side, and you're looking down at the theming, which was always fantastic. But now it's very mysterious, and obviously in that scene you raised up quite a lot. You're not at ground level looking up at the theming, you're kind of looking down and across at the theming, and now it's that mysterious sort of feeling of going around the corner and thinking, oh my god, like we're high up at this point here and looking down on this massive structure. I thought it was fantastic. I thought we've done a really, really good job. You've got to get down here to Chessington World of Adventures Resort. Come and check it out, and it's really nice to see how much work the park have done this year. Of course, it's not just the refurbishments of Tomb Blaster, we've got the Rainforest to be checking out very soon as well, and so much more changes for 2020 here at Chessington World of Adventures Resort. Thank you very much to Nick and Andy, it's been fantastic. Thanks for giving us all an insight into this wonderful project, and of course we look forward to seeing what else the park have got planned moving forward in the future. Thanks for watching Theme Park Worldwide, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all soon.